this year, considering everything you went through last year?
Yeah, I mean, last year I was on the shelf at this time, so, I was just kind of a cheerleader back then. Felt a little helpless. So this year I'm excited to actually be out there and contribute to hopefully a couple wins and on the way back to Omaha.
Just how scary was it for you last year, going through kind of that health state?
It wasn't fun. I mean, the doctors did an unbelievable job, and they were able to kind of tell me exactly what was happening, and they were very articulate, which was nice, and I knew kind of exactly what to expect. But at the same time, I mean, it was definitely not fun going through that. I'm glad I got it behind me, got it all taken care of, so I don't have to worry about it in the future.
You wanted to throw that. Remember, you went out to Hoover, you traveled, you sat with Pete in the stands, and you wanted to go?
Yeah, so I was able to kind of work my way back to being somewhat healthy in Omaha. I didn't really need me the whole postseason, so I didn't throw, but I ended up taking the summer off. So I wanted to be out there, but I mean, we had such depth last year; it really wasn't necessary to force me out there with all the guys we had.
What was that experience like, though, soaking it in, and how hungry does that make you to kind of go back?
Yeah, I mean, being in Omaha, I mean, when you're playing baseball as an 8, 9-year-old, you kind of always see those teams at Omaha, and it was kind of like a little surreal walking into the ballpark at first. Kind of glad I got that out of the way, and already seen it and been through it, and also know what it's like to lose there, and know what it's like to not get the job done there. So I think everyone's really hungry. We got guys that have been there twice, guys that have been there before. So I think everyone's really excited, but at the same time, we know this is not an easy regional, and everyone's going to be here this weekend and not looking forward.
Mike has discussed kind of your composure on the mound this year, being a lot different. You don't get rattled as easily. What steps did you make this season to just kind of mature and improve as a pitcher?
Yeah, I think I was able to definitely learn from the guys last year. I think one of the biggest things I learned from our guys last year was just people had a really hard time scoring. If it was on our second one out, it just seemed like no one was able to get that big hit. And I've just really tried to take that mentality as there's runner on second. I just got to make quality pitches. I think a lot of times when I was younger, it's easy to just kind of rear back and just try to throw your way out of things, and that's not how it works in the SEC. You're going to have to keep making quality pitches. You're not going to be able to blow by anybody with not located fastballs. So I think being able to learn to make pitches and not just throw when you're in bigger situations has helped me kind of wiggle out of some tough jams this year.
How's your slider gotten better?
Just picking a lot of guys' brains. I changed my grip at the beginning of the season to Alex's grip, and that's helped a lot. I think AJ had a couple things last year for me that have helped me, and just throwing it more, to be honest with you, just getting out there in the bullpen and working on it has been nice.
You pitched some big games, but is this going to feel different this weekend, just knowing the stakes?
Yeah, I mean, I think being able to pitch on that Sunday against Kentucky with an SEC championship on the line was pretty exciting. So, the thing is once you get out there, it's kind of baseball. I think before, it always feels a little different on the big games, but once it's the first batter, it's just kind of out there competing. So,
why won't this team overlook an NCAA regional, which is kind of almost a given historically for you guys, or opponents like Marist?
Well, I know we've been 2-0 in a regional here before at Florida, and I know we've played USF this year, and we know how good they are. So, any 4 seed, if Marist won their conference tournament, obviously they've proven that that's a lot of pressure for those guys, and they've proven they can play under some pressure. So, any team that's won their conference tournament is any team you should look past, and then we know how good USF and Bethune can be from playing them in past years. So, I think the goal is always make it to Omaha, but these games matter, and we're never going to overlook games like this, knowing that in the past we've gone 2-0 before.
Obviously, your record's pretty pristine. How do you feel overall about your season and the numbers you put up?
Well, I mean, I think the win-loss record is a little deceiving. I mean, we've scored a lot of runs in some games that didn't pitch so well, and I've had probably the best defense in the country behind me at some point, so I've been out there this year. So it's more of a team effort for me to think. Looking at the record, it's mostly about the guys behind me. I mean, I made some good pitches, but at the same time, we've always played phenomenal defense when I'm out there, and we've really hit on Sundays. So I'm just glad I've been able to keep us in the game long enough to get a couple wins, but I think it speaks to the guys behind me.
There's been a few games where somebody wanted you to go maybe a little bit longer. What's been the battle on this trying to stretch out that extra inning or so?
Yeah, I think just kind of towards the end of the game, sometimes I've just not made those quality pitches I need to. I think this past couple outings, especially against Mississippi State, I was able to get deep into the game and keep us in there, so that was encouraging for me just to be able to battle through some tough innings and make some quality pitches late in the game, something I hadn't necessarily done earlier in the year, so I'm excited to keep that momentum going.
it doesn't affect you, but have you noticed less focus on the draft this year with this team than maybe last year?
I mean, not really. I didn't think it was really an issue last year. I mean, just because we had so many high-profile guys and so many high first-round arms and stuff that it felt a little more maybe from the media, but from the guys on the team, I don't think every year is the same. I mean, everyone obviously is focused on the draft for themselves, but they don't bring that to the field, and that's never been, in my 2 years, it's not been an issue at the field.